Two of the out-of-form teams meeting here, and the American international who play in the World Cup, Vanni, starting off for Bastia. Case perhaps of Vanni against Vanbe, the Lille goalkeeper. Bastia just 2 points out of their last 15, and Lille with 2 points out of their last 12. 5 and 6 games without a win, respectively, here. Jeunechamp with a corner for Bastia. The header flashing just wide. Lilian Nalis with it. Lille earned a reputation last season and earlier on this for consistency, but they've been consistently bad. Need something to pull them out of this rut. They started the day in 5th place. Sebastia's 13th, but there wasn't too much here to test Nicolas Peneto. Lille had one of the longest unbeaten records. And now starting to struggle away from home and nearly paid that header from Mendy and should have kept it under the crossbar. Lille were looking to avoid their 4th defeat away from home here. It wasn't looking good with Bastia pressure and Nalis again with the header for the same result. In 16 appearances at the Furiani, Lille have never won here. Bastia are traditionally so strong at home, but they've lost 6 times here this season, and Lille started to apply pressure. The shot flashed wide, if flashed is the correct word, by Mile Stojovski, the Australian. Good work then from Verel. Far and away Bastia's best player. Cleared by Del Pierre, the youngster starting the game. And eventually a drop to Patrick Beneforte. And that's a quite brilliant goal. Beneforte's 4th of the season, and on the previous 3 occasions that he'd scored, it had been the decisive goal of the game. Would it prove the same here? Bastia is starting to really flourish. Beneforte again with the control. Good save by Vanbe on 2 occasions. Make that 3. Lovely back heel from Verel, opening them up. Eventually it was Diaz with the shot. Lille have really been affected by the African Nations Cup, and it's starting to show. 9 players out in all, 4 of those at the African Nations Cup in Mali. They will welcome the end of that tournament in a week's time. Plenty of injury problems too, notably to Bruno Cheyrou, their leading goal scorer. Bastia should have had 2, they had so many chances. Verel brilliantly saved by Vanbe. And Vanbe is reinforcing his reputation as one of the best goalkeepers around. Del Pierre was really struggling there, the under-21 international. Then Jeunechamp, already having been booked, guilty of pulling back. Red card for him. Bastia down to 10 men. Didn't really affect things too much. Shot from Vanni. Verel closing in, but Vanbe, good save in the end, holding on. And then Diaz breaking forward, Taffaro fouling him. And that was a 2nd yellow card for Gregory Taffaro. 2nd red card of the game from Stéphane Bray. So 10 aside, and Beneforte's goal proving to be the decisive one. Final score, Bastia 1, Lille 0. Lille have gone 7 games now without a win. And so finally to Bordeaux. Osmanovsky, the Swedish international, on the right of the picture there. New man in Bordeaux colours. Someone needs to support Paoletta. Can't keep scoring on his own. Before today, 15 of Bordeaux's 20 goals this season scored by the little Portuguese striker. Lorient beaten 5-0 away in Paris. And look at that for an attempted own goal. Buzyn trying the clearance. It's a tremendous save from Sébastien Hamel in the Lorient goal. Always they look to Paoletta. Sure he won't be at Bordeaux next season. Aimed in his header, and Hamel in great form. Lots of big European clubs are looking at Paoletta, and he'll be on show in the World Cup as well. Dorasu, former Lyon player, breaking forward. Paoletta timing his run, but Amel showing that he reads the play well. Been a real start. Referee deciding that Osmanovsky was being held. Frank Glochon giving the penalty for this. Little controversial. Tugged by Delormeau. Paoletta never misses. 16th goal of the season. And Bordeaux on their way in the 16th minute. He's also deadly from free kicks, is Paoletta, but Amel was equal to everything that was thrown at him. Bordeaux lost their previous 2 games in succession and were keen to make amends here. Bonicel with the ball forward. Little flick on to Vikash Dorasu, going for the lob and unlucky. What a goal that would have been. He's a fine player, the number 10. Lorient just looking to hold on and then try and find a way back into it. Another shot driven in and tipped wide by the excellent Amel. Meriem this time with the free kick. And then a little bit of hope. Darcheville rising for the header. Chance to provide the cross and swung into the near post. Well held by Rame, but a sign that Lorient were able to create something here. And Elie Bap just getting a little concerned. His side is so ultra defensive. Now then, Darcheville breaking into the area. Still going Darcheville. Frank Glochon saw that as a foul. Although, as Sommet went in, Bordeaux players suggested he was tripped. Just tripped over his own feet. I think there was a touch from Sommet. I think it was a penalty, although it didn't initially look like one. Darcheville with a chance for his 14th goal of the season to keep pace. At least just 2 goals behind Paoletta, and he took the chance. Lorient bottom of the table and in desperate need of an away point here. Question from the fans, did Bordeaux have any ambition? It's a fair one to ask, given their performances this season. They're down in 7th place. Meriem's ball in. Header again by Paoletta. He's on the end of everything they do. Ball forward by Fine-Duno now. Now this was a real flashpoint. They felt that was foul and red card, the Lorient players. Bedrosian breaking forward. The challenge was by Afanu. Nothing given. Darcheville furious with Frank Glochon, and eventually those protests would lead to a red card for Darcheville. Doesn't have a bad record, 3 yellows this season so far, and a first red for Darcheville. Silly setting off, he should have kept his mouth shut. Forward now by Dorasu. And Paoletta on the end of it, but seen from this excellent goalkeeper, you need more than that to beat him. Bedrosian and Lorient continuing to cause problems. Fine-Duno. Bedrosian ahead of him. Fine-Duno with the shot. And Rame with the save. From that corner, a real chance for a Bardonado. If Sidney Govers is the goal of the night, then that is the save of the night from Ulrich Rame. Unbelievable stop. Looked certain to finish in the 1-1 draw, this one. Had a penalty appeal waved away, the referee deciding it wasn't handball. And then another great stop by Amel from Schmertin. This game, though, was all about the referee. Shot driven in and saved by Amel again. He certainly didn't deserve to be on the losing side. Free kick given away. Paoletta to strike it. Just flashing wide. Must be so frustrating for him to score so many goals and yet have so few from his teammates. Crowd starting to get frustrated. Paoletta breaking forward, appealing for handball, and the referee deciding it was. Yvan Pouliquin, the trainer of Lorient, was furious with the performance of Michel Glochon. Not sure what he saw, but it did give a chance for Paoletta right on the 90th minute to score his 17th goal of the season. And of course he took it. Paoletta again. And Bordeaux with a late winner. Important points for Elibap and for his side. Rame the hero with that fantastic save. Guingamp buoyed by their first away win. That was 4-2 in midweek at Metz, and coming here with a bit of confidence coming into this game. Much better home record than away. Auxerre have the best defensive record away from home in the first division, along with PSG. Just 10 goals conceded. Guingamp in 14th, Auxerre in 4th. Still theoretically title challengers. Capo with a shot going well wide when Djibril Cissé perhaps wanted it played forward. Auxerre not at their best tonight. And in 4 visits before this one, they'd not won at Guingamp. Currently in 4th in the league, but they have 2 games in hand. If they were to win both of those, they'd move up to 2nd. Still certainly Champions League contenders. Fabien Cool getting behind the shot there. Never in any danger really, Fabien Cool. Notable pressure came from Guingamp with a poor game. Guingamp, for all their recent rise up the table, haven't won here since the 10th of December. But Guy Lacombe keeps them chugging along. And they're always liable to surprise 1 or 2. Great strength by Drogba, the new signing from Le Mans. Scored on his debut in that win at Metz. Did really well to turn away from Rade. And the wrong option at the end of things. Eric Poulain making sure that the wall was in shape. Rather a weak effort in the end from Jarez. Creeping into the corner, but straight at Lusuan. Auxerre faithful trying to cheer their side onto something more than a draw. Need to be winning games because Lensart Cool was brave. Very good goalkeeper. Auxerre, the great entertainers, weren't able to do so here. Capo with the free kick, proving that he's two-footed, but perhaps needs to work on the dead ball situations a little. Guingamp with a better pressure towards the end of the game. Cedric Bardon screwing his shot wide. Giroud in his 2nd game back after the heart operation. Not looking overly happy with things, and you can see why. One here by Lachouet, though. Djibril Cissé with the run. And then Capo. And Capo's shot again rising. The story of the game, really. Whenever either side got to the final third of the pitch, they couldn't do anything particularly effective. Lachouet. What an influence he's been in his time back at Auxerre since the period at Bastia. Teeing it up over on the far side, flying in. Unable to make any meaningful contact was Gonzalez. Auxerre continuing to struggle, and Bardon. Fabien Cool absolutely furious with his defence. It was hard to see in this game just how Auxerre have got that record of only 10 goals